Hey there, this is Isolde Trachtenberg. I hope you enjoyed today's encore show. This is an encore posting of the Self-Made Creative podcast, as this show used to be called. New episodes will return May 29th with the inimitable Ryan Hayashi. Until then, if you like what you're hearing, please rate, review, and comment. Subscribe to the show so I can keep bringing you the best content for your creativity, your business, and your life.
Hello, my loves, and welcome to today's episode of The Self-Made Creative. My name is Isolde T, and I'm thrilled you're here. Here is where I explore how to succeed at the crossroads of creativity and business. Today, I'm going to explore speaking live on camera. There's a big difference to me between speaking to a live audience, connecting with them, engaging them, sensing the energy of the room, and speaking to a camera. First of all, you have to envision the energy of the people who are on the other side, who are watching when you're doing it on camera versus when you are in front of a live crowd. In doing some soul searching, believe that I prefer to be in front of a live crowd because I love the give and take. I love discussion. I love inspiration from groupthink. You know, when we are all dynamically together and we're all able to sense each other's needs and wants and wishes and goals together and help each other achieve them, sometimes in the moment, sometimes planning for the future, it's incredible to me. I love the immediacy and the spontaneity and the test of my pattern recognition abilities, I guess you'd say, when I'm in front of a live studio audience, as they say. When I'm doing that, when I'm doing a workshop or something like that, it feels much more present because I have to be. And yet, camera work also has a certain presence that it requires. So does this podcast. When I'm recording it, if you'll recall, this is raw, real, and unedited. And in fact, if you heard that little pa-thump first a minute ago, that was my cat jumping down and climbing into my lap. I'm on the floor right now as I record this podcast. Technology is amazing, right? So anyway, when I'm doing this podcast, a similar kind of thing happens. I have to envision whoever's listening and connect with you, right? I hope that the things that I'm saying resonate with you and engage you to go out there and communicate yourself, right? Or at least to think about it and see how you can build some of those skills and some of that self-awareness. I talk a lot about this in my upcoming book, in Own Your Talk, and a lot of this is building those skills and that self-awareness. And so when you add the layer of being on camera, you have to build different kinds of skills, right? So voice, you all are getting the sound of my voice, the cadence, the modulation, how I'm describing things or saying things. That's great. On camera, you also engage, of course, the visual sense and your sense of color, your sense of kinesthesis, watching movement, watching color, watching form adds an incredible amount to the experience. But to the person speaking into the camera, it's a different thing, isn't it? Not only are you not close to a microphone so that you have something visceral to hold on to, sometimes literally if you're holding the mic, but your camera's far away. There's usually a lens. You're looking into some flat thing on an iPhone very far away, or a lens like, the convex lens of a camera, and it can get a little separating, if you will. So you have to think about how you can engage within that framework. And here's how I do it. Last night, for example, I did a Facebook Live coaching/reading session where people sent in questions and I gave guidance and advice. And I had asked people to send the questions in advance, not because I needed to know what advice I would give, but rather so that I knew that I needed to prepare to give it. And then when I'm doing it, I don't do that much differently from a live event with a live group. I absolutely engage them. I ask for people to say hello, just because you need to know that there's an energy give and take there, right? So engage the audience, speak to them as if they're in the room with you. Even though you're speaking to the camera, you have to remove the camera and insert the audience. You have to know that the people you're trying to speak to and with, people you're trying to engage, people you're trying to connect to, are right there with you, because someone will be watching. And when they do, you need to know that you're speaking to them. Look at the camera as if you are looking into the eyes of the person you are connecting with. And last of all, be you. Be authentic. Be who you are. If you have an I forget my name moment, then have that. If you're doing it live, you're not going to edit it anyway. If you're going to edit it, you can remove the but I highly encourage you not to. Frankly, we need to know that we all have those foibles, just like we need to know we all have the ability to inspire and engage and excite the people we're communicating with. I hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. As always, please subscribe to the podcast and leave reviews everywhere reviews for podcasts show up. I would really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. Until tomorrow, I send you all my love.
Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the podcast if you're new, and please tell your friends about the community we're building here. Today's episode was produced by Isolde Trachtenberg and is copyright Isolde Trachtenberg 2019. Today's music was from Kevin MacLeod, Laser Groove, and Ave Marimba, brought to you by Creative Commons License 3.0. As always, please remember this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Past performance does not guarantee future results, although we can always hope. Until next time, I send you all of my love.